Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. The Steam Spring Sale is wrapping up here shortly. Today is the final full day of it. I know come tomorrow, a lot of you guys will be jumping into Horizon Forbidden West. Friday, a lot of you guys will be jumping into Dragon's Dogma 2. So certainly, if you want to buy games right now, buy them. But I do know that these big titles are going to take up a lot of your time. So I'll let you guys make whatever decision you want to make, but I'll give you guys my input, and I do want to go over some last chance deals, as in last chance for this sale. I mean, a lot of these games are probably just going to be on sale on other sales, other platforms, but like, for the sake of the video and for the sake of the title sounding attractive, last chance spring sale deals, baby. If you don't buy these now, they're never going to come back. You're never going to get these deals again, so you better buy them now. Obviously, I joke, but right off the top, I do want to mention Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. It's 40% off for $17.99. Now, that's a very high price point for this game. It seems like with Metal Gear titles across the board, they have appreciated in price because of the impending release of the Metal Gear Master Collections that they're doing. It seems like that's why I interpret these games going up in price, because Konami is going to re-release these games in that collection, and they don't want to lessen the value of, let's say, a Metal Gear Rising or a Metal Gear Solid 5 by offering it for $5 to $7, which has generally been the price point. They want to now appreciate that value, so when those master collections come out, you'll be like, oh, these games go for like 20 bucks still on Steam and whatnot. Let me just buy the master collection. That's what I assume. But Metal Gear Rising is an absolutely awesome game. I absolutely loved it. Fast-paced action game done by Platinum. It's Platinum Games action gameplay at its finest. Phenomenal soundtrack. Rules of Nature is absolutely goated, and the game itself is tremendous as well. So definitely would recommend that. 40% off for $17.99. Hefty price, but a pretty good deal still, given the quality of the game. Next up, we got Persona 4 Golden, 40% off for $11.99. We have Persona 5 on sale as well. That's 50% off for $30. If you want the cheaper option, like P4 is a fine game to pick up. $11.99, yes, it shows its age, given that P4 Golden, this upgraded rendition of Persona 4, initially came out back in, I want to say, 2012, 2013 on the PS Vita. Then it got ported to Steam and whatnot. $12 still, I think, is a pretty damn good deal, and I would definitely give it a pickup at this price point. A lot of people still think Persona 4 is the best game in the entire series, and Persona 5 also on sale, 30 bucks for that. Hefty price point, but Persona 5, one of the greatest JRPGs of all time, most people would consider. Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, 60% off for $19.99. I loved Final Fantasy 12, and this is a game that over time, I feel like people appreciate a lot more. When it initially came out in 2006, I think there was a lot of pushback on the combat system playing more like an MMO rather than, your turn-based Final Fantasy that it had been known for so long. Vaughn isn't the greatest main character in Final Fantasy, but Ash is a great character, and you've got a lot of other good characters in FF12. It's just a shame that Vaughn was, like, the leading man because, yeah, he wasn't great. If it was Bolthir or, like, Botch is the main character of Final Fantasy 12, I feel like this game would be received so much better. It's just Vaughn is fine, it's just he has, like, no depth to him as a character, and he's super bland, but, nonetheless, your typical zero-to-hero character as well. 60% off for $19.99, though. Overall, a good deal on that. Hades, 50% off for $12.49. I didn't get into Hades as much as everyone else, but, for what I played of it, I still really, really enjoyed it. Great visual style, great combat system, addictive gameplay loop as well. You can get a lot of replayability out of it. Of course, Hades 2 is in development, and there's a reason this game has 227,000 reviews and 98% positive. That's a staggering stat right there. BattleBit Remastered is 50% off for $7.49, which is a great price. Multiplayer game that I enjoyed. I don't get into multiplayer shooters a lot these days, but I did have a lot of fun with BattleBit Remastered. Thought it was a pretty fun game, and for $7.49, still in early access, so gonna be making progress over time. But yeah, $7.50 for a damn good pickup there, especially if you can get some buddies to pick it up as well. Dead Space Remake, 60% off for $24. The Dead Space Remake is fantastic. Kind of a shame that the Resident Evil 4 remake had to come out right after it and kind of outshined it as far as a survival horror game remake, but Dead Space was great as well, and Dead Space 1 was awesome, seeing it fully remade, expanded a little bit, a good time here, 24 bucks, and it's an EA title, but this game directly installs to your PC. You don't have to go through Origin or any nonsense like that, so that's pretty cool, all things considered. And speaking of Resident Evil 4, the remake is 25% off for $29.99. They dropped the MSRP down to 30 bucks. The Gold Edition, unfortunately, not on sale, so that's a little bit of a bummer. armor. RE4 is tremendous, one of the best games of all time. Remade for 2023 audience, guess what? It's one of the best games of all time again, so definitely check that out. Next up, we got Dead Cells, 50% off for $12.49. For me, this is the action roguelite that I really enjoy, although BlazBlue Entropy Effect might, by the end of it, it might dethrone Dead Cells. I mean, probably not. Dead Cells is a game that I just have such a fond attachment to, but man, BlazBlue Entropy Effect is awesome. But Dead Cells is great, and there's a lot of bonus content as well if you do want to pick it up. They've got the Medley of Pain bundle, 53% off for $23.55 for that. Honestly, not that bad, all things considered, and you get a good bit of content here, something to check out for sure. If you want the base game, $12.49 is not bad, but that Medley of Pain bundle, not bad either. Cyberpunk 2077, 50% off for $29.99. The Ultimate Edition is $51.04. Cyberpunk 2077 is awesome now. Most people would agree with that sentiment, and it's a game that, you know, even at launch, I didn't think it was all too bad, and going into the release of this game, I was pushing back on it, and I had inclinations that it would not be good. Look, when a game is delayed like 4 times before release, that's trouble in paradise. That's telling you that the game has some problems, and I'm the biggest CDPR nut hugger around, so it's like, hey, bro, if I was pushing back on the game, and I remember some of those videos I uploaded back in 2010, or excuse me, 2020, not 2010, 2010 is like when it was initially announced, 2020, when the game was revealed that year, bro, you guys disliked the hell out of it. I see those stats, they might be hot dislikes for you guys, unless you have the browser extension, but I saw those dislikes on those Cyberpunk videos when I voiced my concerns about the game. Like, we could dig that up, I could dig it up, where 80% of the ratio was dislikes. I remember these things, but nonetheless, the game now is great, and I would recommend it, but 50% off for $29.99. The game is going to hold up in price for a while now, especially with the game being revitalized, but, you know, down the line, maybe by the end of this year, hopefully the Ultimate Edition is down to like $40, and at that point, I think it would be a really good buy. Even now, it's a pretty good buy, and I would still give it a shout. Gotta give a mention to Star Wars Jedi Survivor, 55% off for $31.49. Look, it's one of the worst PC ports of all time, but the game itself, I still think, is absolutely fantastic. Play Jedi Fallen Order if you haven't, and at some point, Jedi Survivor is gonna get added to the EA subscription service, and maybe that'll happen sooner rather than later. And yeah, it's been like a year since the game has come out. Maybe wait until the fall to pick this up, and it'll be down sub 20, and once it gets down to sub 20, I mean, the port's a lot better than what it was at launch. It's still not perfect, but to be fair, I haven't played it in quite a few months. But this is a game that, yo, it's in that caliber of game that every couple of years I'll go back and I'll give Jedi Survivor another playthrough. Like, I love this game, and when it came out, like, I did 2 back-to-back playthroughs of this game right away, and I, like, never do that. By the way, one of those playthroughs was predominantly done on the ROG Ally. Like, think about that for a second. Just wanting pain as far as that's concerned. Although, it ran fairly well on the Ally, all things considered. Like, low settings, 30 frames per second, it was definitely playable, so take that for what you will. $31.49 on that. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, 50% off for $29.99. This is a From Software game that is not available on other e-tailers because it's an Activision published game, so keep that in mind. If you want Sekiro, your only option is to buy it on Steam whenever it goes on sale, $30 on that. Otherwise, you're gonna be dropping 60, and nobody should be doing that. Lastly, do want to mention Yakuza Like a Dragon. It's 80% off for $11.99, and then Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is on sale. It's 20% off for $56. Would I be spending $56 on the game? I don't know. Like, I love the game. I completed it. Thought the game was absolutely fantastic. And if you're caught up on the franchise and for whatever reason you just decided not to pick this one up, the egregious New Game Plus nonsense aside, the game itself is fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. Having Ichiban and Kiryu at the helm of this story is great. Yeah, definitely if you've been a long-time fan, it's worth it, but $56 for a game is always going to be pretty expensive. If you have never played the games, Yakuza Like a Dragon is a worthwhile playthrough. You can play Yakuza Like a Dragon without playing the other ones. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, with Kiryu being one of the main characters, highly would recommend playing the other titles, being Yakuza 0, Kiwami, Kiwami 2, all that stuff. But that'll do it for me. Again, Spring Sale wrapping up. It is ending 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, but now is your last chance to get some of these great deals. Check them out. Links in the description box below. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button, so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.